Donald Trump's ongoing lavish praise and support for Vladimir Putin are fueling alarm among former intelligence officials and other experts who fear that another Trump presidency would benefit Moscow and harm American democracy and interests overseas. Trump praised the Russian president as a genius and pretty savvy when Russia invaded Ukraine in early 2022. He has boasted that he could end the war in a day, sparking fears among critics that if he is re-elected, Trump would assist Russia in achieving a favorable peace deal by cutting off aid to Kyiv. Trump also recently authorized Russia to do whatever the hell they want to NATO members who do not contribute enough to the alliance. Welcome back to another episode. Today we examine Trump's plans to turn his back on NATO. Is the West failing? Stay connected by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video as we delve into the details of this story. Thank you. Trump views Putin as a strong man, said Fiona Hill, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution and a national security official in the first 2 years of Trump's administration. In a way, they are working in parallel because they are both trying to weaken the US, but for very different reasons. More recently, instead of criticizing Putin for the death of Alexei Navalny, Russia's leading opposition figure, who the Kremlin once attempted to kill with poison, and who died suddenly last month in an Arctic penal colony, Trump weirdly equated the 4 criminal prosecutions he faces with Navalny's fate. The sudden death of Alexei Navalny has made me more and more aware of what is happening in our country, Trump posted on his Truth social platform. Trump's admiration for autocrats was displayed again this month at Mar-a-Lago, where he hosted Viktor Orbán, the far-right Hungarian prime minister, who is a close ally of Putin and a foe of Ukraine aid, whom Trump extolled. There's nobody that's better, smarter, or a better leader than Viktor Orbán, Trump said. In turn, Orbán praised Trump as a man of peace and said if Trump is re-elected, he won't give a penny to Ukraine and the war will end. Former officials also worry that Trump would dismantle US intelligence by appointing far-right loyalists such as retired LT Gen Michael Flynn, who briefly served in 2017 as Trump's national security advisor and later pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about his contacts with the Russian ambassador during the transition. Deep concerns about another Trump presidency are partly rooted in his acceptance of Putin's word in 2018 that Russia did not meddle in the 2016 election, despite strong evidence to the contrary from US intelligence officials, a bipartisan Senate panel report, and an inquiry by special counsel Robert Mueller. A 2-year investigation by Mueller found that Russian interference to help Trump win in 2016 was sweeping and systematic, added Hill. There were other significant signs of Trump cozying up to Russia during his presidency, including a bizarre Oval Office meeting with the Russian ambassador and foreign minister where Trump shared classified information. Now, veteran intelligence officials and other experts say they have strong concerns should Trump become president again, in light of the ongoing Putin-Trump bromance. Putin much prefers the chaos agent of Trump because it undermines the US, Hill said. Trump is not worried about national security but is focused on himself. By paring back the US government and appointing loyalists, Trump will eliminate vital security expertise. Trump is shockingly ignorant about foreign affairs, Hill added. He rarely reads materials he is given before meetings. Trump is less a threat to Russia and more to the US given his approach to governance. Other former officials raise related concerns. I think Trump and Putin are natural bedfellows, said Douglas London, a retired senior CIA operations officer and author. They complement each other well. They have common goals and objectives. Given Trump's oft-stated agenda to seek retribution against his enemies, London worries that via executive orders Trump will use the CIA like his own Praetorian Guard. Trump could do this by using the agency's unique capabilities and authorities to spy on, silence, and perhaps even harm his enemies. There is literally nothing about Trump that suggests he would put our country's interests ahead of his own interests under almost any circumstances, said Sheldon Whitehouse, a Democratic senator. Trump speaking favorably about Putin and using him as a credible source is the language of extremist politics, said Stephen Levitsky, a Harvard government professor and co-author of How Democracies Die. Trump is an authoritarian personality if there ever was one in American politics. In a cagey twist, after Putin last month said he would prefer a Biden victory this year because he is more experienced and more predictable, Trump tried to capitalize on the former KGB spy's comments by thanking Putin for paying him a great compliment. "Putin is trying to make as much mischief as possible," said Hill. "It inoculates Trump and Putin if Biden is re-elected. Putin is covering all his bases." Still, former intelligence officials see Trump's pro-Putin affinities leading to a politicized intelligence community if Trump wins again, weakening intelligence sharing with allies and benefiting Russian interests. If Trump wins, forget the Brits or French, two of our best bilateral intelligence partners in Europe, ever sharing anything significant with us on Russia, for example, Polymeropoulos said. Likewise, London sees a second Trump presidency posing extraordinary dangers for the US and its allies. Trump terribly underestimates Putin. "It's in his interests to keep the US preoccupied domestically and politically polarized," he said. We conclude this analysis at this point. Did you find this video interesting? If so, we urge you to share this video with other enthusiasts like you. Alright folks, that's all for this episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What geopolitical stories are you most interested in? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more analysis and insights from the world of geopolitics. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay spunted.